Yo! Yo! Okay. I got it. I understand. It has been 2 years. 2 years. People have been requesting me to play Aurelion Sol for 2 years. Believe it or not. And today is the day that it finally happens. I am not joking with you guys. This is me playing Aurelion Sol. And let me just tell you guys right now, I haven't fully mastered Aurelion Sol. Like, not even close. But I got good enough at Aurelion Sol to make a video for you guys to teach you how to play him, you know, what to do on him, what not to do on him, how to combo his thing, how to gank with him, and especially how to build him, because I feel like this one is really important. So there's timestamps in the description if you just want to skip to the gameplay. Now let me explain to you guys how to build Aurelion Sol. So, there is a lot of builds you can do on Aurelion Sol, and one of the builds that I actually saw come across was a build where people start with Horizon Focus and then build other items. I tried this build a few times and I really don't like it. Let me explain to you how this build will really work. If you start off with a Horizon Focus, you're gonna be stronger after your first item. You're gonna be significantly stronger. Like, your ganks are gonna be way stronger, your dragon fight is gonna be stronger. However, it doesn't scale into the late game, like not even close to the Rod of Ages. And you're constantly gonna run out of mana. These are the two big problems. Like, it doesn't scale as hard, and you're literally constantly running out of mana. So I would say this is not worth it. I would say you always want to start with a Rod of Ages. I've also tried starting off with like Infinity Orb, also not worth it. Rod of Ages is just the way to go. 100% this is the way to go. It scales into the late game, gives you HP, but honestly, more importantly, it gives you the mana. It gives you freedom to spam your abilities. For the boots, Mercury Threads are great. I actually really like Glutinous Greaves for some reason. I don't know, like, I feel like it's kind of nice, but generally I go for Mercury Threads. Don't go for Ionian Boots. You already have a very low cooldown on your stuff, so you shouldn't really go for Ionian Boots of Lucidity. For the second item, Rabadon's Deathcap. See, here you can go Horizon Focus. Yet again, like, Horizon Focus is going to give you a stronger early to mid game power spike, but if you want to fully scale into the late game, that's where you go for the Rabadon's Deathcap. Like, second, as I said, if you go for the Horizon Focus second item, you're going to be stronger, but until third and fourth item, Rabadon's Deathcap is going to start outscaling the Horizon Focus, so keep that in mind. Third item, I love to go Infinity Orb, just for the burst damage, because here is where Aurelion Sol starts to get strong. Like, first two items you're weak, but this is where you actually start to get strong. Like, this is where you actually start to get strong. So, I recommend you to get an Infinity Orb. Of course, if they have a lot of magic resist, you do go for the Void Staff. And then fourth item, you still go for Infinity Orb. And then last item, like almost every game, I would recommend you a Rift Maker because of the healing and the true damage. It's really powerful to get that true damage. However, if you need magic resist and the shield, you go for Banshee's Veil. But I really recommend the Rift Maker. This one is really nice. Cosmic Drive can also be an interesting one to make you even faster than you already are. Of course, you get anti-heal when you have to. Rylai's Scepter is also an interesting one. You can actually go for Rylai's Scepter instead of an Infinity Orb even, if you really need to slow down the enemies. So, like, if you have really good teammates, for example, if you have a really good Darius in your team, you know, Darius relies on catching out enemies, you can actually go for Rylai's Scepter as your third item, even as your second item, you're gonna be more of a utility mid laner then. You're still gonna do good damage, but of course you're not gonna do as much damage as Rabadon's Deathcap. But I want you guys to understand how you need to think when you play Aurelion Sol. You're gonna be hitting a lot of enemies with your second ability, the stars that rotate around you. So Rylai's Scepter is a strong item if you have a good team, because if you can constantly slow the enemies, and for example, your Darius can catch the enemy, you can see how strong this can really get, right? So that's how you can get a Rylai's Scepter on Aurelion Sol. Against a full AD composition, you want to substitute an item for the Crystallines Reflector. This item is also really nice to go for, because it gives you the armor, and like, against full AD compositions, this item is insanely powerful. So these are the items you want to go for. For the enchantment, I 100 million% recommend a Stasis enchant. Your stars are still going to go around you when you stasis. Even if you like activate your second ability and the stars go to the wide range, you can instantly stasis and they're going to be turning around you super fast, doing a ton of damage. For the runes, you should go for Electrocute. You can also go for Conqueror. If you're up against a lot of tanks, Conqueror is going to be better. But like, let me explain why Electrocute is my way to go. Electrocute is better for ganks because it has more burst damage. Electrocute is better against squishies because the burst damage. And in the late game, Electrocute is pretty much always better because Electrocute allows you to one-shot enemies with your ultimate. Because late game, your ultimate is going to do like 1,000 damage. And you're going to have insane AP because you go for Rod of Ages, Rabadon's Death Cap, and then you go for Gathering Storm too. So like late game, you're going to have a lot of AP. Third one, you go for Bone Plating or Hunter Genius. If they have a lot of CC, you go for Hunter Genius. But you can also, you're already going for Mercury's Threat, so that's why I prefer Bone Plating for the early game. Here you go for Sweet Tooth, because Sweet Tooth is broken. You go for Ignite and Flash for the spells. That is it about the build. I can't believe that I'm saying this, but let's get into the gameplay, baby. Let's get into the gameplay. And I'm playing Aurelion Sol. I'm like, you guys are probably really happy right now. I am really happy right now. I want to casually remind you guys that I am doing a skin giveaway. All you have to do is just put down a comment under the video, giving away 3 skins. So, this game was perfect. This game is a perfect game to showcase to you. Whether it's a win or a loss, I don't remember. But what I do remember is the late game. That is one I don't exactly remember what happened, but I remember the crazy things I did in the late game. I remember. I made a lot of mistakes as well. This is like perfect. This one was perfect. Let me first quickly zip a drink. Zip some of my water. So, let's start explaining about playing Aurelion Sol. Early game, level 1, there's only one way you can trade, which is with your Electrocute. Don't hit him with the stars. Oh, no, I'm so stupid. Look at what happened. I attacked him while I was under his turret. But honestly, that was stupid anyways, because normally you can just, dive the enemy turret and take the heal. But let me explain to you guys what the Veigar could have done. I'm actually going to go back into the video and show you guys exactly what he could have done. Look, I actually went to take his heal. I want you guys to pay attention at what happened. If the Veigar was a good player, he could have stepped into my star, taken damage on purpose, and like the turret would have focused me and it would have killed me even faster. Like if he was a good player, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like he could have made a good move. Like he could have literally walked into my star, take damage on purpose, so the turret kills me. That was one of the stupidest Aurelion Sol moves that I've ever seen on it. You can never do that as an Aurelion Sol. You have to be extra careful standing under the enemy turret when you're an Aurelion Sol, because I want to remind you guys, the enemies can literally step into your damage and you can't stop it. Because your stars are gonna do damage, whether you like it or not. So you need to be very careful with that. You could clearly see me getting punished for a stupid move like that. Like that will happen. So you guys really need to be careful with turret diving as an Aurelion Sol, because the enemies can just take damage. So I was talking about how you can trade level 1. The only way you can really trade is with your Electrocute. I'm ganking already here. Like Aurelion Sol is an insanely strong ganker, of course. I mean, look at this. Even at level 3, because level 3 you get your third ability, your ganks are insanely powerful because you can go through walls, you're super fast, and your ganks are just insanely strong. So like, oh, actually 2 of my teammates just died. Oh, I'm trying to kill him. There we go. Very nice. Oh, ult him. Ooh, baby. Nice. That one was no. Ah, it's the classic move. It's the classic move where you just where you think you're backporting at some place safe and then you die. So unbelievably stupid again. Like you just need to walk into safety. You shouldn't be confident like this, because I had a shutdown. I think they got like a 450 gold shutdown from me, which is really not good. Like, it basically denied all the kills and everything that I did during that gank just by giving a Tristana the free kill. So stupid. Like, honestly, so stupid. By the way, Aurelion Sol is really good at pushing waves. You can just use your second ability and push the entire wave in just like 2 or 3 seconds. He does a lot of damage to waves. Not like this, but like you can step next to the wave. You can go next to the wave. Oh, I need to be careful. He has an ultimate. But you can go next to the wave and just kill the whole wave instantly. This Veigar, I actually remember, I think this Veigar was pretty good. Like, he made that stupid move early only, like he could have killed me easy. But I think I actually remember this Veigar was really good. We'll see. 1 second, let me just clean my earphone real quick. It's pretty dirty, what the hell? Wow. So yeah, I went out to a restaurant today to eat something, by the way, because it was my father's birthday. Let me tell you something, this restaurant brought us rotten bread. I have never seen something like that from a restaurant ever in my life. They brought us bread and it was rotten. Ridiculous, right? So like they were like, sorry. And they brought us like complimentary tea. They brought us extra warm bread. They brought us a little bit of extra stuff, but I don't know. I'm never gonna eat at that restaurant ever again. Rotten bread at a restaurant, that's crazy. But yeah, as an Aurelion Sol, by the way, when you go back to base, you can of course use your first ability towards the mid lane, for example. Like if the enemy mid laner is pushing, for example, you can just use your first ability from your base and make it insanely big and gank the mid lane. They won't really be able to escape that one if it's really big. Of course, look at what I'm doing. As an Aurelion Sol, you always want to gank. I want to tell you guys something though. Oh, what a nice flash. I want to tell you guys something. I see a lot of Aurelion Sol players when they gank mid lane. Like, they'll already start using their first ability when they're in mid lane. And while I understand the thought process, right? Like, you want to make the first ability as big as possible, right? Like that's the thought process behind it. Let me explain to you guys why often, like 80% of the times, you don't want to do it like that. Because let's say you move... Let me explain. Let's say you are here and the enemy right now is here. You can start using your first ability like this because you want to hit them here. But then by the time you're here, the enemies could have already moved here, diving your team. Or they could have already run away, going back to their own turret. So it's generally going to be better to use your first ability last second. Not exactly last second, but like 2 or 3 seconds before diving, because then it's also going to get a little bit bigger. The stun is going to get a little bit bigger. Of course, not as big as if you would have used it during the lane, but it's going to be much more reliable to hit. Like, that's a big mistake I see a lot of Aurelion Sol players make. They try to go for the big play, try to predict exactly where the enemy is going. It's not going to work out as well as when you're going to use it like 2 or 3 seconds before. Most of the times. Of course, let me give you an example when it is going to work out. So like right here, you can see I'm doing it like this. There you go. It didn't work. You see? Perfect example. Like, it just didn't work because they can see it coming, they come in. But let me explain an example where it will work. So let's say the enemies, the ADC and the support are under their turret. Right here, okay? And let's say my jungler is here. He wants to gank. This particular scenario, even when you're in the mid lane, you can go here. Like, you can already start your first ability to go there. You know why? Because the enemies are not going to run, they're not going to run away. They're safe under their turret. So you can already start making your first ability bigger because you already know they're going to be under their turret. You already know they're going to stay. Oh, that was nice, by the way. So then they will never be able to dodge it. You're going to stun them for like 2.5 seconds and they're going to get one shot. That scenario, it is good to use it from the mid lane. Let me tell you another scenario where it can be good. Not necessarily from the mid lane, but like from the opposite side of the map. Let's say you are pushing the wave here, like on this lane. And let's say the dragon is up here. Or in this case, the Rift Herald. And let's say your team and the enemy team are fighting in this lane right here, okay? In that particular scenario, you can also start using your first ability from here. You can go and then destroy everyone. Those scenarios, you can do it. So I want you guys to truly understand when you can do the big one, right? Another thing you need to know about Aurelion Sol, when you use your third ability, I may die here. When you use your third ability, which is, making you faster and allowing you to go through walls, your first ability will also go faster. This is not written in the ability, but it is the truth. So when you use your third ability, you're gonna make your first ability faster as well. So like, if you actually want to go insanely fast somewhere, use your third ability. It's gonna make you super duper fast, and it's literally gonna accelerate your first ability as well. So keep that in mind. Another small thing, when you when you deactivate your second ability, you get movement speed for 2 seconds. It's actually quite a substantial amount of movement speed. So it is like you're way faster. By the way, I died right. It was really stupid to get caught like that. Here I realized I needed a stasis enchant, by the way. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, if you're running away from an enemy or if you're chasing an enemy, first of all, when you're running in one direction, you're gonna get bonus movement speed. But secondly, when you constantly activate and deactivate your second ability, you're constantly proccing this bonus movement speed for 2 seconds. So like instead of turning on your second ability and keeping it on for the full duration and then letting it go, or like not even using your second ability at all, you need to constantly spam your second ability when you're running away. Only when you're running away or when you're chasing an enemy, because you're constantly gonna get movement speeds from that. Rakan is 100% dead right there. Your ultimate also slows the enemies, by the way, and it pushes them to the outer edge, the outer limit, I believe it's called. To the, like, the second ability, when you use it, it goes to the outer limit. It pushes all the enemies to the outer limit. By the way, you can also flash combo your ultimate if you didn't know already. So like, you can, for example, if you're right on top of the enemy, you can flash behind. You can flash behind and flash, you know, you can flash towards your team and what am I saying? You can ult towards your team and flash behind the enemy, so like you push them to your team. I think you guys understood that one, but let me just explain it again. Let's say you are this person and Tristana is this person. You can ult backwards and flash behind the Tristana, so you ult the Tristana backwards. They're never gonna see that one coming, but you can do it like that. It works. So that one is an insanely good play. Like the enemies will never see it coming when you flash it like that. Let's see. Look, third ability is gonna make it faster. I was trying to predict where the enemy was gonna be here. Let's see. And it didn't work out. Yet again, you can see an example where it was a pretty stupid move to use my first ability like that. Because there's no need to try to predict where the enemy is gonna go. That was a brilliant stun, by the way, on the Fiora. Oh, that flash. Oh, I'm gonna die. He's gonna ult me now. I need a stasis, man. I need a stasis. Like every time I'm dying because I have no stasis in this game. Every single time it's because no stasis. Oh, nice play by the Zeri. The Veigar is so fat actually. What the hell? Oh! Nice. There you go. Actually very well played by my team. That was really, really nice. By the way, editing all those ploops in the beginning took way more time than I thought. So if you could give the video a like. Oh, and I've literally been playing Aurelion Sol on and off for 2 years. And I started playing him a lot during these weeks because I was like, man, I just need to make this video. But I keep telling myself, like, I don't want to make the video unless it's perfect. It's the perfect game where I make a lot of mistakes, where I make a lot of cool plays, where we have a really, really intense game, you know, and it can be a win or a lose. You won't know till the last second. It's like literally the perfect game. It's so satisfying to finally get the gameplay like this after spending countless hours playing this stupid champion and just trying to get good enough at him. Oh man, I hope the effort shows. Like I hope it's not for nothing that I do all of this, because it doesn't really reward me as much. Like I can also just play Aurelion Sol for like 5 games and upload whatever game. It will probably get less views and all of that. But like I really hope you guys enjoy these videos more and you can feel the blood, sweat and tears put into them. Oh man, I just hope it's worth it. I just hope it's worth it. Because I actually did like a feedback thing on Reddit. And I did see some people say that they like my content because of this thing. Like I don't just upload replays of stupid games and stuff like that. It seems like people do feel it. But then I also get people that tell me like, you only pick games that you play well in. I don't really understand why people tell me that I handpick games that that I'm dominating or that I'm playing really well. I actually don't. I don't know if it feels like that. But I really don't handpick games that I'm like playing well in. I actually, contrary to that, I pick games where I play pretty badly. And then, you know, something cool happens, like intense games. Because I have a lot of games where it's like a 15-minute stomp where I go 8-0, even a 10-minute stomps. Those happen quite often as well. I never upload those because it's really boring content. But I don't know, like people still sometimes think I upload stomps. I don't think I'm uploading, like I don't think this is a stomp. I think this is a really close game that will, like you'll see, like later on, you'll see what happened. This enemy Tristana will destroy us. Like, I don't know, I feel like this is good. So I've asked you guys a lot for feedback as well, and I generally get good feedback. I did also get feedback about talking about random stuff in my videos. Most of you guys enjoy it, but when I asked it on Reddit, a lot of people said that they didn't like it where I wander off. So I'm really not sure what the best thing is. For now, I'm just doing what I feel like doing, which is, you know, mostly talking about Wild Rift and sometimes talking about random stuff. But there was a period where I really didn't like playing Wild Rift, but I still wanted to create content and to make it fun for me, to, you know, keep the real me and the energetic me in the video. I decided to talk about random stuff instead of Wild Rift. And a lot of people liked it, but I also remember a lot of people disliked it. But unfortunately, that was the way that I had to do it in that period, because I really didn't have time talking about, didn't have a fun time talking about Wild Rift like half a year ago or something. Oh my god! I just one-shot him! Oh baby, did you see that? Oh baby! What? I just one-shot the Tristana. I literally one-shot her. First ability, second ability, electrocute, ultimate, one-shot. All of them at the same time. Oh baby, what was that? It 100% felt like I died right there, 100%. But I just killed her. I just one-shot her. I wiped her off the map. Ah, that's not a good one there. I have to be very careful of the Veigar. Also of the Fiora, because Fiora can destroy me easily. I have my ultimate again though, so I can possibly one-shot the Veigar. Okay, he saw me. Remember that Veigar's second ability gives vision of a bush. Or vision anywhere. So if he puts it in a bush, he'll see you. Like, he'll see you. Yeah, I'm going Horizon. Seems like I'm going Horizon focus last item. Oh no, 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 no! We may lose the game. Oh my god, if I died right there, we would have literally lost the game. Because Zeri died, we would have literally just straight up lost the game. They can start the Baron actually. This is really not... No, this is really, really, really not good. Oh, we just gave them Baron. And I think we gave them Elder as well. Oh, it's not Elder. Okay, it's normal dragon. That would have been our third dragon and we would have pretty much secured our victory. But now we don't have the third dragon anymore. Our jungler is not alive. I'm gonna try to engage. I'm telling them to go. But it seems like... Did Lulu just go back? Ah... No... So the question is... Was this a mistake or should Lulu have stayed? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think Lulu backported, right? Did Lulu back... I think Lulu backported. Looking back at it, I think it was a mistake. There was really no reason for me to go in. If Lulu stayed, I could have gone in. But Lulu didn't stay, so I should have been a little bit smarter and been like, okay, Lulu is not here, I shouldn't go in, right? Like, I should have just not gone in. It was way too much. Yeah, I should not have, because I didn't have stasis, I didn't have flash, I didn't have any... Oh! What are they doing? What are they doing? What the hell? Take it, take the Baron. What? They just... What are they doing? What the hell did they just do? They just gave us a Baron. Okay, I guess. Okay. Thank you. Very nice enemy. Appreciate that one. That's a good one. Oh, look, it gets faster. You see how much faster it gets? It gets, like, I think it gets like twice as fast. It's pretty crazy how much faster your first ability gets when you use your third ability. Oof, nice one. I need to second ability and stasis. Good stasis, look. Because they all got baited in and now they're all gonna die. You see? Stasis is so broken. Like I swear, during these situations, it's so broken. Because they thought I was a free kill. Then I used stasis and my team backed me up. I gotta be careful. Oh, I need to flash away. Flash! I should have flashed faster, I think. Ah, it's fine actually. Damn. Veigar did kill him though. So that means we can't really end, can we? I got Horizon Focus. Ooh, I think I'm gonna use my first ability now. Like, I can use it towards their base now. Come on, use your first ability, please. First ability. Oh, first, where's my ability? Come on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh boy, there we go. It's actually not gonna hit anyone, is it? Oh! 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 No, I'm dead though, aren't I? No, I'm not dead. Lulu got me. Oh, look at this. Just look at this damage now, guys. This is late game Aurelion Sol right now. They cannot do anything anymore. Boom! You know how much damage the stars are doing? Each star was doing 505 damage to Tristana. And this is without the Infinity Orb. With Infinity Orb, each star will do like 700 damage. Holy moly. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you finally enjoyed this Aurelion Sol video. I got MVP and I did 45,000 damage. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.